All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Learn to Trade workshop tonight. I'm super excited to be hosting this call, and I can see we already have people trooping in. So let me know where you are, if you can hear me clearly, and if you can see my screen. Can you see the slides? And can you see my video? Please let's chat in the comment section and just let me know. Say hello, say hi, say fire, say I'm excited. Let's hear, let's get some comments, let's get some feedback. All right, Ogene Wede. Kai. I hope I didn't murder that name. Welcome. Adeni Akinyelu, I can see that. Hello, welcome. Bright Clement, Anita, Michelle, Bright, Emmanuel Chukwuebuka, Godfrey Azuka, and people are still trooping in. So we're expecting quite a number of people today. Matthew, Silas, Tunji, I see every single person. And I want to thank you for taking out time to join this call. I know we are all busy, right? Some of you are probably on your way trying to get back home, but I guarantee you, if you pay attention to what you are going to learn tonight, this is not a presentation. This is a training. This is practical training. And for some of you, you are going to, many years down the line, you're going to remember today as the day that everything changed for you, especially when it comes to your trading and your finances. All right. So with that being said, for the next 1 hour, 30 minutes, please, If you have other devices around you, set them to silent or just switch them off. Nobody is going to die. Trust me. Switch off your devices, except the one you are using to join this webinar. Just eliminate distractions, and please don't post your contact details in the chat for security reasons. We will contact you if we need to, and you already have our contact, our email, and phone number. Okay, so please do not post your contact details. And this is going to be interactive. I want you guys to, when I ask questions, the way that you fuel me is by responding, because that's the only way we can interact. All right, so it doesn't feel like I'm talking to the screen. So please type where you are from in the next 30 seconds. Type what city you are joining from. I can see Emmanuel says from Onitsha, Nambra. Do we have people from Abuja? Do we have people from Lagos? Do we have people from Oyo? Do we have Asaba in the building? Godfrey Azuka from Lagos. Awesome, awesome. So this is a cross country meeting. Okay, so who is this course for? This course is for professionals who do not have time to trade. When I say professionals, I mean you are probably employed, or you are a consultant, you are a business person. You have a source of livelihood, but you understand the power of forex trading and the financial markets. Maybe you've tasted it, but you've not been able to get it to work consistently because you don't have time. Okay, if that's you, let me know in the chat. All right, so this course is definitely going to help someone like that. We have people who are frustrated. You've never been able to make it work. You're not making any money. You are blowing accounts. You are losing trades. It's like essentially losing your mind. Okay, it's like the market is always haunting you. This webinar is for you. If you've lost trust in the industry, maybe you invested some money, you gave somebody money to trade for you, or you bought a signal or whatever, you've just lost trust, and you're like, you know what, let me hear what this guy has to say. This course is for you. Okay, if you are looking for a profitable and sustainable strategy, not something that only works in March or April, something that works throughout the year, this year, next year, and the year after that, then you're going to be very, very pleased with what you will learn. Okay, so announcement. This webinar is done in conjunction with FBS. So we are partners with FBS in Nigeria, and you're going to have a certificate of participation if you attend 70% of this training. Okay, so it's going to be sent to your email. So just try and stay till the end. Okay, not for the certificate alone, but for the value that you are going to get. All right, so who is going to guide you? If it is true that forex is profitable and it can actually make you financially free, then you need a guide. You need someone to point you in the right direction and say, okay, this is the way that you should go. Walk in it. All right. So my name is Adeposi Okukpe. For those of you who do not know me, I'm the founder of Personal Wealth Academy and No Limits Markets. And basically, why should you listen to me? Okay, they call me the Wealth Crusader. Over the last 10 to 15 years, I've devoted my time, my studies, my resources to studying wealth, studying finance, and studying freedom. Okay, basically money. Over 10 years, actually over 15 years trading experience. Not all profitable, okay, but I've been in the market for a very long time. Before I began to know what I was doing, I'm a serial entrepreneur, personal finance and business expert, and I've trained over 50,000 people, and that's not gimmick, okay, in several countries across Africa, Europe, and Asia. All right. So, how to accelerate capital and build wealth? That's my game. That's what I do. And what I realized is, if you understand the financial markets, you do not need to give your money to anybody. You do not need to rely on anybody to build wealth for you. You can do it by yourself. In 2024, there's enough technology, there's enough education, information, and there's enough support for anybody in this room to become financially free in 3 to 5 years. You just need to commit and get guidance and know what you're doing. So you need the right plan, the right platform, and the right psychology. and no one is smarter than you. Can someone type, no one is smarter than you? You just need to learn the information and know what to do, but you can do it by yourself. I can't trade um I can't trade your money better than you can. Okay? No one is smarter than you. So what are you up against? You're up against the big institutions. You put your money in the bank. Okay, somebody says a penny saved is a penny earned. No, a penny saved is a penny. Okay, before inflation starts to eat your money. So the institutions charge you fees and give you peanuts, and then government will not tax you on top of that, steal your money, use your future to go and take loan from China, and then inflation comes over 30% inflation to eat all the profit and interest you've made, and then the naira now devalues 300% in 12 months. So you realize that, okay, especially if you're in Nigeria, you are not going forward. You're working so hard, but you're actually moving backwards. So I don't know if anybody can relate. I definitely can relate to that. So and that's why we are here today. After this training, you are going to stop blowing accounts. As in, I guarantee you that if you follow what I show you, you will stop blowing accounts. It will be practically impossible for you to blow an account after today. Okay, you are going to learn how to hedge trade. I will explain what hedge trading is, but the idea here is there are two sides of the game: the institutions and the retail traders, the big boys and the underdogs. So stop fighting the big boys. I want to show you how to be on their own team so you can keep making money. I will show you how to turn around losing trades into profits. So even if you made a mistake and the trade is in negative, do you know you can still come out profitable? All right. You don't need to close that trade in a loss. I never close trades in a loss. And then you can do this in 10 to 15 minutes a day. This is, for me, it's like the holy grail of trading. I was looking for this because I'm so busy. I have other things. I have 4 businesses apart from trading, offline businesses that I do. So I need something that I can do without affecting my lifestyle. So what I'm showing you is actually my solution. This is what I'm doing with my money, and I will show you my accounts. And then lastly, how to trade your way to financial freedom in 3 to 5 years. Emmanuel says amen. Ogene Wede says, hallelujah, I just blew an, oh my God, why didn't you just wait for the training? You could have just paused for the training. So I'm going to show you how to never have that happen. All right. So that you can become a smart money manager, a confident trader, provide for your family comfortably, and be an all-round success. So these are some of the testimonials that I have. This is somebody on YouTube saying your strategy works perfectly. It happens to be the type of strategy I have been looking for years. And I'm sure many of you are going to have that testimony that, yes, finally something that I can do. Okay, I don't need to be a wizard. All right, this is someone here. He deposited 26,000 and his balance is 209,000. So, by the way, this is not naira. Okay, but I want to show you guys how to do 10% to 15% per month, and I'll show you the power of that. So, what's the golden question? Are you trading or gambling? If you're honest with yourself, all right. Some of you, if you're honest with yourself, you know. If I ask you for the answer, what do you think? If you evaluate your experience in trading, are you really trading or just are you gambling? Are you hoping? If you ever put a trade and you are hoping that you make money from that trade, you are gambling. Or you put a trade and your heart blood pressure jumps up, you are gambling. Okay? You should be able to put in a trade and be confident. Be confident because you can now create results like this. So these are 2 of my accounts. This is my account, my main account here, account 1. Over the last 398 days, now it's over 400 days. I'm going to show you the live thing. So this is just snapshot. I think I'm almost at 400% now. And but what I'm just trying to show you here is 12% per month. Can you see between 10 and 15%? I know you can do that. You can do that. Even if you are brand new, you can do that. All right. And just look at the percentage, over 400% in a little over a year. What other investment, what platform, what do you want to do to give you that? And I have this second account that I gamble, I take more risk on. This is my experiment account. I try new things on. So you can see I'm taking on more risk, but I'm also making more money from that. Okay, so we've been in for like 15 minutes. This webinar will be jam packed. As you can see, I tend to talk a bit fast. So I'm begging you, take pay attention. If you have questions, type it in the chat box. What I'm teaching you is actually content from my paid course for my private traders. It's not theory, it's practical. At the end of this webinar, for those of you who want to take it a step further and join my inner circle, I will give you an opportunity. But even if you don't do that, you can take what you learn from this webinar and start using it. All right. So let's dive into the training. Who's excited? Who's excited? Type I'm excited if you're excited. So Forex is actually simple, but it's just that it's not easy. And the reason it's not easy is because of your emotions. All right. Most of us, that's why I say you are gambling. You know, risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. If someone says, Forex doesn't work, it's a scam. What actually happened is that they did not know what they were doing. No matter what business you do, no matter what investment, no matter what project, if you come out at a loss and you don't know why you lost, you actually did not know what you were doing. Okay, so this quote is from Warren Buffett, and I gave us a link. So this is where you can reach out to me at the end of the webinar um, on my Discord. So if you did not join Discord, I'm going to post that in the chat box. But I think you also have the links in your email. So go there and join, or take it down, or take a screenshot, and go and join the Discord. This is where you can have access to me 247 every single day. All right. I also gave you guys some pre-workshop instructions, how to set up your charts. I don't know did anybody set up their charts, because I'm not going to be explaining those things on the Zoom. I'm just going to be showing you how to use them. The pre-set up instructions were to show you how to create the right account, you set up your indicators so that you can immediately start executing when I teach you. So if you did not do that, then you need to go back to your email and take the link, and then set up your chart after the webinar. Okay, so number one principle: timing is everything. Timing is everything. If you're going to trade in 10 to 15 minutes a day, timing is everything. I trade on the 4-hour chart. So let me go into so I trade on the 4-hour chart. Okay, 4-hour chart means one candle is 4 hours of activity, of trading activity. And if one candle is 4 hours of activity, how many candles will you have in a day? In 24 hours. How many candles is that? That is 6 candles. Just 6 candles in a full day. So that's the first way we collapse the stress and the time requirement. We just trade on a higher time frame. Forget the 15-minute time frame for now. Just forget it for now. All right. I'm going to show you later on how you can use it. But if you don't have time, forget the lower time frames. I trade on the 4-hour, and that's what I'm going to be showing you. So what I do is that I set my alarm for every 4 hours based on my chart. Every 4 hours, my alarm rings. 9 o'clock, it rings. 1 p.m., 5 p.m., 9 p.m., 1 a.m., 5 a.m., 9 a.m., like that. And it just goes F. So all I need to do is, once my alarm rings, I pick up my phone, I go to my MetaTrader 4, and I check my chart. And it takes me literally 5 seconds to know if I want to take a trade or close a trade or not do anything. It takes me 5 seconds, and I'm going to show you. So I want to share my phone screen so you guys can see. My phone screen. Okay. So let's come here. All right, so I hope you guys can see my phone screen. I had to move to Zoom. So this is 1 hour, by the way. This is 4 hour. So I trade gold and I trade on the 4 hour. Now this strategy works on any instrument, any pair, currency pair. But if you are learning with me, you will learn on gold. When you've mastered it, you can do whatever you want. If you like, go and use it to trade crypto or indices. But you will learn on gold. Why gold? Because gold, again, we don't want stress. We want something that goes on long runs and can collect 500 pips. Okay, so that's I want long and sustained. Can you see this trade? I'm gonna explain this trade to you. Long and sustained trend, and you collect your money, and your life is easy. So this is a 4 hour chart. That's what I wanted to show you. Each candle is 4 hours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a day. All right. So let me go back to my slide. So I'm sure from your setup instructions, I showed you how to set up the chart. Don't worry, Anita, just follow. I have something for you if you're just a beginner, you're just starting. Just follow the trend, okay? Follow the trend. It's simple English. Whatever you don't understand, you'll be able to pick up later on, and I'll show you what to do. So number one, timing is everything. So I set my alarm and then I keep a journal. Just take notes. If you do not keep a journal, you are not learning. You are going to gamble. And I know many of you will not do this. But I'm telling you up front, if you do not keep a journal, you are going to gamble and you will not learn. What do you do when you journal? Journal, just get a book. Okay, let me show you. This is my trade journal. You see this book? This is my trading journal. Me, I'm still journaling because I'm still learning. What do I journal? What the time I enter the trade, I write it down. You don't have to be fancy. Just write it. Date. This is the time I entered a trade. I bought this amount of gold, 0.01. All right. And then, so you enter the price, the time. Why did you enter the trade? What did you see? Maybe your entry signals. I'm going to teach you all that. You write it down. And then, very important, how did you feel? How are you feeling at the point where you took that trade? It is your personal journal. You're not submitting it to me. So you have to be honest with yourself. Sometimes we are gambling, all right, and we just do. So write it down. I think I should be able to get at least $20 from this trade, even though it's against my trading rules. Just write it down. If you are a beginner, just follow these are principles I'm teaching. Journaling is a principle. So just don't worry, relax, follow the class, okay? And then I'll show you what to do if you are a beginner. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. Even the people that are not beginners are struggling. Are you understanding me? So there are many things people need to unlearn. So sometimes being a beginner is an advantage here. Just calm down. No one is smarter than you, including the existing traders. I'm telling you, keep a journal. Go and buy a notebook like this, or anyhow you want to do your own. But I do this because I cherish my journals. You can see it's leather. You write it down, and then you write the price, the time, the reason you enter that trade, your entry signal. What did you see that said, okay, it's time to buy? Or why did you buy? Why did you sell? And then how you felt. And you will start learning. I will talk about more about journaling inside of the group. So let's talk about the concept. Concept one, hedge trading. What does hedge trading mean? And how do we use it to trade like the institutions? Okay. Hedge trading is how we guarantee that you will have no more losing trades. When we are hedge trading, we do not use a stop loss. We do not use a stop loss. Let me demonstrate something to you. All right. So let me go back to my phone. Oh, I think I've been sharing my phone since. Have I? So let's go back to the phone screen. Okay. So let me show you guys something. Please let me know if you can see my phone screen, please. Can you see my phone screen? Because I trade on my phone primarily, like 95% of the time. So you can do this with your mobile phone. Please just type if you can see my phone screen. Okay, I can see. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Now, let me come. So let's assume that I want to buy. I'm going to come down to a lower time frame to explain this. So let's assume I had an entry signal and I thought, oh, I need to buy. And I just buy. So let's buy 0.01. Let's just buy by market. I buy. All right. And so this is my buy here. Oh, sorry. This is my buy here. 0.01. You can see I bought at this is actually 7:26, so the time is 2 hours ahead on my MT4. Okay, and instantly I saw that, oh, I'm negative. All right, I thought the thing was, can you see, I thought we were going up, but we're actually now going down. For so many of you will start panicking and that, oh, it's not going my way. I need to exit. So either you put a stop loss. Most of you put a stop loss here, maybe somewhere here or somewhere here, if you are already trading. But let's assume you were to put your stop loss here. If this price comes down to meet your stop loss means I'm not interested in the trade again. I want to jackpot. I want to exit the trade. It's not going my way. That's what the stop loss is. If the price hits your stop loss, what you've just done is that you have guaranteed that you lost that trade. That's what you just did. You just guaranteed that you lost the trade, because how many times does price come down or only to go back up? But when it came down, you put a stop loss and then it got stopped out, you lost the trade, and then price now went back up. Are you seeing it? So when we are hedging, instead of using a stop loss, what we do is we say, all right, since I'm in negative, you can see here, there's a drawdown. What I'm going to do, I'm going to enter a trade in the opposite direction. That's why we call it a hedge. In the opposite direction, but it's going to be an equal size trade. So if I bought with 0.01 lot size, I'm going to enter an opposite trade, which is going to be what? A sell of 0.01. So I enter a sell like that. Bam. So what happens is when I entered a buy before, now I have a sell. What's going to happen is that my account will not have profit or loss. You can see that I have this one here as well. This earlier trades. This one is 344 in profit, and this one is 345 in loss. But what you can see now is as the profit is increasing, the loss is increasing. As the profit is reducing, the loss is increasing. So there is no profit or loss on the account. The account is fixed. Okay, and my Zoom keeps cutting out, so I will just keep sharing it. I'll just keep sharing again. I think network is not our friend tonight. Don't worry, there'll be a replay. Just try to gather as much as you can. So what I'm saying is when you hedge your trade, you wanted to buy before, the buy did not work. You now hedge and enter a sell. At that point, there is no profit or loss on your account. Your account will just be about the same drawdown. This is an unrealized loss. It's showing negative, but it is not a negative trade. You have not closed the trade yet. So I'm going to show you how that works, but I just wanted to explain hedge trading and to show you how we do it. Okay. So let's go back. End screen sharing. All right. So when we hedge trade, we have increased profits because some of you only want to take 20 pips. I'm taking my 20 pips. I'm done for the day. Oga, the market is going 400 pips that day. Why are you taking 20 pips and running away? I understand you're doing risk management and blah blah, you don't have time, but I want to show you how you can write the full length of the trade. And this is predictable, it's dependable, and it builds confidence. Because even if you know how many mistakes I've made in trading that would have blown my account, but because I understand how to hedge, I can quickly put in a hedge trade. The challenge with most of you is that you are greedy. You're greedy. You know, there's fear and greed. Okay, and this is not to belittle you or to criticize you. We all have fear and greed in different measures. So you want to hammer very quick. I'm going to save you from that today. I'm going to save you from that. And somebody is saying that's because of the account size. That's why I said you needed to have gone through the pre-workshop instructions, because there's a particular kind of account that you must use if you want to hedge trade. You cannot use your normal standard accounts. I will talk about the accounts. You cannot use a standard account or a micro account to hedge trade and you have $100 or $300 or $500 or even $1,000. There is a specific type of account you must use, and it's not available everywhere. So part of my partnership with FBS is to provide you this kind of account that allows you to hedge even if you are using a small account size. Okay? So let's move on. Don't worry, Emmanuel, I got you covered. Just do like this. Okay? So let me I hope you understand the aspect of hedge trading. Let me do another quick example and show you on trading view. So let's do trading view. My God, internet is not our friend today. Internet is not our friend today. So this is trading view. So what I'm saying here, normally you want to buy, most of you say you want to buy and you put a buy here. You put your stop loss somewhere, maybe below. Let's just go down a little so we can get some idea. Somewhere here, and you say you want to go to previous high or something like that. You know, that's your trade idea. But what now happens is price does something like this. It goes there, takes out your stop, and then only to now go back like this to your target. So you're like, are they watching me? They take out your stop loss. So at this point now, you are out of the trade. Are you seeing it? You're out of the trade. Let me make it a bit more dramatic. It dribbled you. It came down. Bam! Took you out. Came down. Only for you to now do something like that. And hit your stop loss and hit your target. So what I'm saying is, at this point, your risk is your risk. Okay, I don't want to risk more than $10 on this trade. No, voila, you have done your stop loss. Instead of putting a stop loss there, why not just put a pending order, which is a sell stop? Okay, if you are new, don't worry. I have a free course for you. I will teach you all these things. Why not put a sell stop right there like that, so that if price comes down to your risk threshold, you enter a sell. So this trade is now in minus, but this one is in positive. And you write this one down all the way till it ends. Can you see that? You write this one down all the way to the end. Once this one ends at the bottom here, and you have seen that the trend is going back up, what you now do is that you buy. You enter a buy. That's a third trade now. And then you write this trade up to your take profit, and then this one that was negative will now become positive. So what you've done now is you have converted a losing trade into a winning sequence. It took you 3 trades to do that thing, but you converted that loss. You would have lost this money here. So you converted it just with patience and with the right account and the right strategy. So I wanted to make that very clear. Okay, so let's go on. Let's go on. There's a lot to cover today. There's a lot to cover. All right. So let's talk about dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is a strategy to manage price risk. Instead of purchasing at a single price point, with dollar cost averaging, you buy in smaller amounts at regular intervals, regardless of the price. So if you said, okay, I want to buy gold, fine. I have 1 million naira, I want to buy gold. If you buy gold with your 1 million naira today and the price of gold drops tomorrow by 50%, you are going to beat yourself that, oh, I would have waited 1 day, I would have waited 1 week, I would have gotten a better deal. So when you want to dollar cost average, you say, you know what, instead of buying all my 1 million naira gold now, I'm going to buy 100,000 naira every month for the next 10 months. So in October, you buy 100,000. In November, you buy 100,000. December, 100,000, up to 10 months. So whatever, even if price goes up, it's 100,000 you buy. If it comes down 100,000, you get an average price. Because you know that overall, it's still going to go up over time. That's dollar cost averaging. So how do we use this in trading? So let's look at this example. These are the concepts. I will show you the strategy. So just calm down. Don't worry. This is maybe I'm the one trading now. I'm showing you my accounts. I will sort you guys out. The account type, the sizes, and everything. Don't worry. Let's assume you are here and you want to buy gold. So look at this point. This is like, let's say, a monthly interval. Okay, let's assume it's a monthly interval like this. And you're an investor, you want to buy gold. Say, all right, I have a lot of money, I want to buy gold. Fine. Instead of buying all at once, just buy at regular intervals. So I buy one here, and when I bought here, it went up. The next month, I was happy. When I bought the next month, it crashed in the third month. So my number 1 and 2 entries are negative. I mean loss. But I've not sold it. It's just that the value has dropped. If I buy in month 3, it still comes down. Month 4, it still comes down. I buy in month 5, and that's when it starts going up. But you see, all these my previous months are still negative. But what I'm doing is, as I'm buying every month, I'm getting a better entry. Can you see that? That's what we call cost averaging. So in month 6, it starts going up. Month 7, it goes up. Month 8, it goes. By month 9, all these month 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are in positive. So it's patience. Eventually, what goes down will come up. What goes up will come down. Eventually. By month 10, almost all your trades are in profit. And you can see how price kept going. But what most of you would have done is when you bought month 1, month 2, month 3, it crashed like this, you will just close the trade, sell at a loss, and say it does not work. Trading does not work. No. The institutions do not trade like this. They can hold a trade for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years at the institutional level because they have it's patient money. Okay, it's patient money. That's why I don't advise you. If you are broke, it will be very hard for you to succeed. I think I wrote that in my email. If you are broke, I'm just telling you now, that's just the truth. Your other gurus will not tell you. If you are broke and you are looking to Forex, that's your $50 you have, $100, you want to use it to make money, you are going to pressure yourself so much, you will not be patient, your eyes will be red, and you will blow the account. If you have a source of income and you put some money aside and say this money is for trading, then you can be focused, you can be patient, because you don't need that money to eat tomorrow. So if you have a job, hold your job. If you have a business, hold your business and learn how to trade in 10 to 15 minutes a day. Okay? So I've shown you hedge trading. I've shown you DCA trading. It's just a mindset thing. So let me explain dollar cost average, because some of you will say, so I'm going to be holding this trade now. Maybe it's like 500,000 I've put in. And what if the thing keeps going? Like, yes, you will hold it as long as you need to hold it. And you need to be okay with that. You need to be okay with that. Okay. And I want to give you an analogy and then I'll show you my real account. Now, most of us know ShopRite here because we are Nigerians. ShopRite, let's assume they buy a new store. They come to Ikeja. I live in Ikeja. So they come to Ikeja City Mall, and they open a new store. They spend maybe 100 million naira to set up the store, do all the design, interior and everything, and they stock up the shop, everything 100 million. If in the first month after opening, they make sales of 1 million naira revenue, is that profit? I'm asking. Can someone answer me? The 1 million they make, they spend 100 million to set up the store. The 1 million naira they make, is it profit or is it not profit? Isaac says it's not profit. So is it loss? Can I get some answers? This is where I need your interaction. I don't want to waste time. Adeni, he said it's not profit. Emmanuel said it's not profit. So what is it? The 1 million is actually is profit, is sales. Now, somebody you went there, you bought milk, they made 1 million. But they have 100 million that they've invested, and it is like an unrealized loss, because if something happens and they cannot sell all their goods, they've lost the money. But they've not lost it. It's just hanging. Isn't that? The 100 million is just hanging. It's like a negative, but it's not a loss. They've not lost the 100 million. It's just at stake. It's there. That's what we call drawdown in trading, in finance. They've not broken even. Very correct, Emmanuel. So what ShopRite does is that they take the 1 million. Do they take the 1 million and put it in their pocket? No. They take that same 1 million to go and buy more goods and restock the shop. This is business. There is no time where ShopRite actually takes out all their money from the shop and say we've made profit. Even though they make profit at the end of the year, right? They're going to take that same profit, or majority of that profit, maybe 60%, 70% of that profit, or 80%, and go and restock the shop. So are they profitable or not? Most of us need to change our mindset about wealth, about business, about money, and treat your forex trading like a business if you want it to work. It's not this thing that you are doing. It's not a scheme. This is not a scheme. This is business. This is life. This is money. And think like a businessman. If you are doing business, you will always have drawdown. Always. You have running costs. You will buy fuel. You will pay staff before you think about profit. So, and even if you make profit, the very next day you will still buy fuel. So that's called an operating expense. It's called a drawdown. I'm trying to tell you that if you want to trade like the institutions, you must be comfortable with drawdown. And how does drawdown show up in our account on the trading? It shows up as red on your P&L, on your trading history. Not history now, on your trading tab. It will show as red trades. The trades are looking negative. Like these ones, all these trades, they're looking negative. So somebody will look at this and say, are they lose or are they lose? You're not losing. It is drawdown. If you know what you're doing, remember, I said risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, even if you are in 30% drawdown, it's okay. You know what you are doing. You know how to come out of it, and you are patient. That's the secret of the institutions. And I'll show you. So, do we understand drawdown? Somebody says, time is the real money. Perfect. I'm going to show you something about time. So let me just look at the comments. What is this profit? Yeah. All right. So let's go on. Now let's talk about the platform. Why do I recommend you to open FBS? I've been in this game 18 years. I started trading in 2005. 2005. Then we're using Alpari. We didn't even have app. We didn't have apps like this. Oh my god, it's just I didn't want to remember how crazy it was just to fund your account or to withdraw. How many days you have to wait and weeks. Now you do a withdrawal and you are angry. It did not come instantly. Hmm. You need to be on the right platform. Most of you, even if you have the right strategy, your platform, your broker can mess you up. You may take the right trade, but your broker will your broker will mess you up. It will take out your stop loss, right, and take your money. So a lot of brokers do that. I've been in the game for a long time. A lot of brokers that you are singing their praise, they actually trade against you. There's something called A book brokers and B book brokers. FBS is an A book broker. I don't have time to go into that. But A book brokers they don't have a trading desk. They make their money from spreads. Why do I use FBS? FBS allows you to open a cent account. The cent account is the account that we use for hedge trading. I don't care how much money you have. If your money is not up to $50,000, you have no business using a standard account. I'll say that again. If you are not trading with $50,000 and above, you have no business using a standard account. You will blow the account. You need to open up a Cent account. I've given you the links. If you go to FBS, you will not see Cent account on the website. You can only get it through the link I gave you. So I know many of you were like, this guy, let's hear what he wants to say first. Okay. So you have to go back to that link, the pre-seminar workshop, and use the link I said, the partner link. You can only get it through a partner like myself. Open up a Cent account. They've been in the game 14 years. They are FSC regulated. If something happens to your account, and this has happened to some of my clients, my traders, and once you just take a screenshot and you're able to prove that this happened this way, it didn't happen on other brokers, it's a glitch from my own and from FBS end, they will reverse your money in minutes. We have direct access to FBS management. All right, as you can see, we are partnering with them. All right, so if your money is guaranteed, is safe. It's safe. You can build for 5 years here. You don't have to be scared. Let me withdraw my money. You know what the games brokers do, and it's cost effective. So let's go back to Zoom, and let me show you something that will blow some of your minds. Let's go back to Zoom, to my phone rather. I'm using Zoom to share my phone. Okay. So check this out. Look at this trade. Look at this trade. I opened this trade 25th of April 2024. Can you see it? At 2:44 p.m. 25th of April. Now come here. Swap. Can you see the swap fee? Zero. This one alone is killing some of you. You just needed information. Zero swap fees, zero taxes, zero charges. FBS, no swap fee, no taxes, no charges. You can hold your trade for 10 years. No swap fees, no taxes. If you open the account the way I asked you to open it, if you're going to open a normal standard account, they will charge you swap fees. I'm telling you, go through the link I gave you, open a Cent account, the way I asked you to open it. No swap fees, no taxes. This is a trade since now. Let me show you my main account. Okay, you guys, brace brace yourself. Okay, don't have heart attack. All right, because you will see some crazy numbers. And by the way, this is a real account. All right, this is real. I don't do demo. All right, this is a real account. You can see it. Okay, this is my family wealth account that I'm showing you guys. All right, now, but I want to show you, just forget about the numbers. I want to show you something. Now look at this trade. 10th of September, 9th of October 2023. No swap fees, no taxes, no charges. Let's look at another one. No swap, no tax, no charge. Let's look at another one. Let's go up here. Oh, let's see this Bitcoin. I was using this to show somebody about hedge trading, and I just left it since 4th of April, 21st of April, and it's just there. All right, it's hedged. Okay, 0.01, 0.01. Let's go all the way down because there are blue trades as well. All right. Oh, there are blue trades. Why are you not closing it? Don't worry, I'll show you the strategy. Just calm down. So I just want to show you no swap. You cannot hedge trade if you are paying swap fees. Swap fees are the overnight fees that the broker charges you when you hold your trade past midnight. All right. So when someone says it's unheard of, yes, you just didn't know about it. Okay, so I've given you guys the expo now. That alone is worth this entire webinar for some people. Okay, so don't argue, just go on. And if I'm mentoring you, I won't even listen to you if you're on another broker. Something happened there, Oga, leave and open the right account. At least master the strategy so that you forget about all this wahala, and then later you can decide to do whatever you want. Okay, so go and join the community. You have the links. Open your Cent account. I will show you in the Discord how to remove your swap fee and how to confirm. There's an email we send to the broker to confirm that they have removed the swap. So even if you ever see it on your account, you can just tell them, hey, I have the email. They will just reverse it. Okay, but once you do it this way, you won't have that problem. So I've shown you how to download MT4, how to set up the moving averages, and how to set up your statistics. The statistics is how I can track myself. I do not look at my profit and loss on my phone. I don't look at my profit and loss here. I look at it on a monthly basis and I see, okay, I'm making 12. Am I making my 12.5? Is it increasing? Is it reducing? I'm not looking at my my trading window here. I have no business here. You have no business here. This is where you have business, here on the chart. So I've shown you hedge trading, dollar cost averaging. So let's move fast now. Let's move fast. Now, how do we enter and exit trades? We use moving averages, all right, and candlesticks. That's the third concept. The strategy I'm showing you is a combination of all these concepts. And with this, we have an 80% success rate on entries. If we say the market is going up, 80% of the time is going up. If I say come out for the market now, come out your trade, close your trade, 80% of the time, that's the end of the trend. Okay, so it means 20% of the time it doesn't work out, but that 20% that doesn't work out, you know what to do. You hedge and you dollar cost average. Are you seeing the logic? So I'm not here to teach candlesticks. You can go and learn candlesticks on YouTube. There's so much information out there. We do not enter the market on candlesticks. We only use it to interpret what the price is doing. The only candlestick that we use in trading is the doji. This is doji. This is how doji looks like. I'm not going to explain it more than that. It just means indecision. Okay. Now, what is the doji rule? So this is now, I'm giving you trading rules. When you are on a trend, an uptrend, and we see a doji, exit. That's rule number one. When you are in an uptrend and you see a doji, exit. When you see one of these ones, one of this, you exit. When you see a doji at the bottom of the trend, you ignore it. But when you see it at the top of the trend, you exit, because gravity is very strong. So if something is going up and you see doji, very, very likely the price is about to crash. So you exit a trade, but only if it is in profit. We do not close trades in negative. If you are in a trade and is in positive and you see a doji, you close it. All right. If you see the doji and the trade is in negative, you leave it. Dollar cost averaging, leave it. You will come back to collect it later. Is that clear? So let's talk about the moving averages. We do not just use any moving averages. We use the bankers' moving averages. There are some averages that we call the bankers moving averages. It tracks the actions of institutions. The 34 moving average, the 50 moving average, the 100 moving average, and the 200 moving average. All right, those are the four moving averages. They're actually five, but these are four, and all these are in your pre-set up instructions, so I'm not going to explain them. Okay, the game changer is the 8 exponential moving average. That's the game changer. All these other moving averages, these four, they are simple moving averages, if you understand moving averages. But the 8 EMA is exponential moving average, and this is our trigger moving average. This is what tells us to enter a trade or exit a trade. This is our core strategy. All right, so how does it work? Are we getting something? Are we getting something? How do we enter and exit trades based on the exponential moving average? So you see the red one here is the 8 exponential moving average. The yellow is the 34 moving average. The purple is the 50 moving average. The blue is the 100, and there's another red, bold red. It is the 200. Go and set it up based on the videos I sent to you. Now, how do we enter? This is the 8. The 8 is the most aggressive one. Okay, is the most sensitive one that follows price. That's the 8 moving exponential moving average. Someone says she can't see. Anita, can you guys see my screen? I think my screen is clear. Please let me know if you can still see my screen. Others can see Anita. Maybe you need to log out and log in very quickly. I'll try and get better network. So now let's look at this example. You see, anytime you see a crossover like this, a candle that goes across the moving average, that's a trigger. It tells you pay attention. Remember, these are 4-hour candles. Okay, so you are in your office, you get your alarm, bang, 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 bang. You open your phone, you see this candle crossover. What does that mean? Pay attention. It doesn't mean enter, it doesn't mean exit, it means pay attention. You start counting after this crossover candle. When a candle crosses over the moving average, the first candle that opens, that's candle 1. You start counting after the crossover. The second candle that opens, that's what? Candle 2. What is our entry signal? When the second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average, we buy. That's a buy signal. When the second candle opens above, that's a buy signal. We interpret it to mean that the institutions are going up. They are taking the price up. If I'm in a short trade, that means a sell trade coming down from somewhere here, and I see this crossover, first candle, second candle. Okay, if I see the second candle and I'm in a sell trade coming down that is positive, when I see this, I interpret it to mean that the sell trend is over and we're about to go up. So I close my sell trade only if it is in profit. Are you seeing that? We only close trades if they are blue, if they're in profit. If it's in a loss, dollar cost average, leave it. If the price is going to come back down. Let's look at the other. Now, we see a crossover candle. So you can see this price is going. So crossover candle, this red one here is a crossover candle. This green one is the first candle that opened opened below the 8 exponential moving average, and the red candle is the second candle that opened below the 8 exponential moving average. What's that? That's a sell signal. If I was in a buy, this is both an exit and entry signal, depending on the trades you have open. And you don't have to take every trade. It's up to you. So if you're in a buy and you see this, what do? You close your buy trades only if they're in profit, and then you enter a sell trade. Are you seeing that? I'm just showing you the rules. So it's both an entry and exit rule, and it's depending on the trade you have open. Does that make sense? Let's look at some examples. All right, this will drum it home for you guys. So I'm going to run through this, okay, because I just want to touch on one more thing before we close. This is 1 hour in. I'm sure most of you did not know that we are up. We've been in for 1 hour. All right, I'm having so much fun. So now look at the 8 exponential moving average here. This one, can you see this? It's not really clear, but just follow this one that's hugging the price. That's 8 exponential moving average. So for this example, we are combining hedging, dollar cost averaging, and the moving average concepts. This is strategy now. So you see this crossover candle, this green big one. That's what? That's our trigger. Pay attention. Start counting. The red one opens first. That's first candle above. The second one, second candle above. Once the second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average, what's that? That is a buy. So let's assume we bought here. And then we were thinking that it was going to go up. But I said 20% of the time, it doesn't work. The institutions just use it to fool you. Many of you, you will put your stop loss below here, you will buy here, and they will bring the market down and take out your stop loss. Can you see that? You would have put your stop loss and say, okay, 10 pips. I don't want to risk more than 10 pips. They've taken the market down 100 pips. All right. So when the second candle opened below, what's that? That's a sell. So what we do is if you opened 0.01 lot size for your buy, you are going to hedge that your buy trade by opening an equal but opposite trade. So that means you open a sell trade. So you have a buy 0.01, then you have a sell 0.01. If your buy is 0.5 lots, then your sell must be 0.5. It's not open to creativity. It must balance the buy so that whichever way price goes, your account is in equilibrium, plus and minus cancels. You can leave this for 10 years. Let's say you're having headache. You can leave it for 5 months, go and relax, then come back and know what to do about the account. That's the beauty of hedging on a cent account with the broker I showed you. So let's see what happens. We just hedge the trade and say, okay, let's see what the banks want to do. Maybe it's a fake move. Maybe it's going to go down. We don't know. What now happens is the market went down. So you see, if you put your stop loss here, they would have taken you out. But instead of doing that, we just hedged. So we follow the trend all the way down until we have another crossover, first candle, second candle. Can you see? Now, let me explain something. Look at this crossover here, this green one. It crossed over. This red opened right here is the first candle that opened above, but it went back under. So that cancels that trigger. So you may have many crossovers, but we want crossover and to count 2 candles before we enter. We're not just entering on crossover. It must crossover, it must open one and open the second one. And sometimes if we are not too sure, we even wait for the third one. But the 2 candle strategy is the default. So when we have the second candle opening here, what do? We close the sell hedge trade. This sell trade we entered here is the sell hedge trade. The buy trade, we've left it as dollar cost averaging. We'll come back to pick it later. So this trade that came from here to here on the 4-hour chart is 251 pips. Some of us have not made 200 pips before. 251 pips right here. So we close the sell trade in profit, we bank that profit, and then we open another buy trade. So that means we now have one buy trade here and another buy trade here. This one is negative and this one is going to be positive because we assume that price wants to start going up. So let's see what now happened next. Okay, these are the 2 buys. One buy in negative and buy 2 is in positive. We've made 251 pips so far. Next thing we know is that they took the market down again. Now the banks are playing games here. So this my buy is now in negative. I was thinking it was going to be positive so I can go back up, but it's negative. No problem. We do not force the market to move. We only follow the market where it moves. No pressure at all. If they are going down, we go down with them. So what we do now is that we enter a hedge trade. And how do we enter the hedge? We will add this by 2, which is negative, plus the by 1, which is negative. And we open a sell trade that is equal to the lot size of these two trades. So if this was 0.1 and this was 0.1, then our hedge trade will be in 0.2 lot size, so that it will balance the hedge, the buy trades. Does that make sense? Once you've done that, no wahala. You have 2 buy and 1 sell, but your sequence is balanced. Your exposure is balanced. And then you wait. Every 4 hours, you check. What have they done? Where is it going? The next thing you see is that another crossover here. From here to here is 30 pips. So you close the sell trade. This is your sell hedge. You close that trade in profit. You now have 301 pips profit. And then you enter a third buy, because this is now a buy signal. So you now have trade 1 negative, trade 2 negative, trade 3. We are expecting the price to now go up. So let's continue. What happens here? We see a doji. Can you see it? Now, this is not the top of a trend, but it's the top of this buy 3. This trade, we bought it here, and the doji is above the entry price. So I can decide to close it. I can decide to leave it. It's up to me. All right, just my discretion, but I'm just giving you as an example. Let's assume we close it. This is just 18 pips. We close this trade, the buy trade, and we wait for what they want to do. Whether they want to keep going up or they want to bring it down. Because doji actually means the price wants to go back down. But we wait. If the price starts going down, then we hedge. If the price keeps going up, then we can follow them. We just wait for them. And can you see what happened there? The price went up a little. This is the doji candle here. It didn't even close above this doji. Can you see that? And it came back under the 8 EMA. So what do we do here now? We hedge again. Add by 1 and by 2 and hedge. And just leave it and wait and watch what they're doing. Wait to see what they do. So what happened next? It just kept playing games until this point. And we keep doing that 4 hours. So this is like 5 seconds. Oh, you look at the trade. Okay, the second candle has opened. Boom, enter your sell hedge and go back to your work. And they check next 4 hours. All right. So what happened here is that this sell hedge was negative. By the time the second candle opened above the 8 EMA, this sell hedge was negative 37 pips. And I said I don't close trades in a loss. So you can leave the hedge trade and say, you know what, I will leave this one. The price may still come back down and I'll close it at break even, or I'll just leave it as dollar cost average. Or I can actually close it in a loss, a 37 pip loss, but I've made about 300 and something pips. Are you seeing what I'm saying? So it's not a loss overall, but okay, you know what? Let me just dash them. I don't want to carry the weight of that DCA trade. The power is now in your hands. But if it's me, I'll leave the trade. I'm just showing you how the strategy works out. So we leave that in, and then we get another buy signal. Can you see now? This is now the 5th buy trade. So we have 4 buys and 1 sell. If you left the sell hedge, or if you've closed it, you have 4 buys. And let's look at what price eventually did. Eventually, price shot up, and can you see all of the buy trades are now in profit? Can you see even this first one? At the point where this one got into profit, you can actually close the trade, or you can wait, and you can see that we got a doji here. Once we got this doji, nobody needs to tell you, close out all your buy trades. Close out all your buy trades in serious profit. This is 1,267 pips. I added up all these trades from here to here, from here to here, from here. So you can see how the institutions work. Until somebody's mind is like, what? They can wait for 6 months and then they can close out 5 billion. But you want to be collecting your $10, $10, $10, $10. Just calm down, all right, and understand the game. The patient dog is the fattest bone. So at this point, if you collect your 1,200, you can, this your $37 is change. It's like commission or charges. It's like bank charges. Okay, you could have closed it in 37p plus, or you could have left it, because this doji means that price will most likely come down, and you can wait for the price to come down. When this one is in profit, you close it. So Emmanuel says they can afford to be patient. So why can't you afford to be patient? Why are you so much in a hurry? I'm going to answer that question for you. So did anybody get value from this training? I know for those of you who are already training, Emmanuel said Tinubu. Small capital. Look, the reason most of you lose money in Forex is because you are trying to make money. You are trying to hammer with a platform, an instrument that was designed for growing money. Forex was designed for growing money. It was designed for rich people. It was designed for people that have businesses and they have excess money. So they put the money in the market, and the market gives them 10-15% per year, and they're okay. But they have their business where they are printing billions. That's who the market was made for. It wasn't designed for you and I. But technology came along and gave us access to this account, to these platforms. And because you can have MetaTrader 4 on your phone and you can press buy and sell, you think that you are qualified to make money from it. It wasn't designed for you. So all you are doing is you are just liquidity for the institutions. They take your money morning, afternoon, evening, and the next day, because you don't know what you are doing. You are not patient. You are trying to gamble and quickly collect the money before the thing reverses. They know exactly what you are doing. It's just so funny when in the group you see, when I'll tell you, I say, look, retail traders are putting their stop loss here. We are going to go down there, take their money, and then go back to where we want to go. They are correct. We are going up. But first, we'll go to bus stop, take their money first, then we'll go back up. All right? I'm going to give you some advice today. Do not try to live off your Forex money. I don't live off my trading money. Eventually, it will get to a point where you can live off of it. But when you are starting, if you want to live off in fact, I stopped trading for some years. Because I was banking on that money. I had like $500 in the account, and I was calculating if I can just make 20% per month. So that's $100. So that $100, I'll withdraw the $100. I will use it to settle myself, contribute to my running of my house, and then I'll have $400. But I'm supposed to be growing the account. Okay. So maybe if I make 30% and I remove 20%, it will remain 10%. So that 10% is $50. So at least, Oga, you want to make 30% per month consistently, and you are under pressure, you will make stupid decisions. You will over leverage your account, you will go on a tilt, and you will blow the account. And that's exactly what most of you are going through. You need to go and get a job. If you are in a job, hold your job tight and let your money grow easy. Don't touch it. Let it grow. Let it come. I will teach you compound interest now. I'll show you something. You will not believe what was possible. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you guys. All right. So this is just free advice. What I'm doing with trade now, what I teach my people is, this is a freedom account. I'm not trading to replace my job. I don't want to go to job. No. The trading we are doing is whatever it is you have, $500, $1,000, $2,000, $200, whatever. Let it be something substantial. If you're going to trade with me, you must fund your account. I don't do demo. I don't do demo. So I'm just telling you guys, no demo accounts. All right. you must fund it. You must have skin in the game. But you will start with 0.01 lot size on a cent account. 1 pip equals 1 cent. We're not talking about how much money you're making. I want you to master the strategy. Master how to hedge trade. When it goes to the opposite side, you hedge, you dollar cost average, you come back, you close the sequence in profit. That is the knowledge. That's the wisdom. When you are comfortable with it, we see your account in drawdown and then coming back up, 10% drawdown, 15% drawdown, and you come back up and make boom, 20% profit. Close out all the sequence in 20% profit, or 500 pips, 200, 2,000 pips. When you've done that, even though your 2,000 pips is just $2 because you use cent account, it's not a problem. When you know that you have mastered it, then you can increase your lot size from 0.01, go to 0.02. No rush. Go to 0.03. I don't tell people use 1% of your account per trade. Use 0.5% of your account per trade. That's 1% of your account per trade. Do you know how much? Do you know my risk appetite is not your risk appetite? And I can't dictate the risk appetite or the risk that you should use for your trade. So what we do is you start on the lowest risk possible, which is 0.01 lot size on a cent account, and then you increase it little by little, little by little. Forget about profits first. Increase it up to the point where your emotions will tell you when you are at your threshold. For some of you, when your account is in 5% drawdown, your heart is already up here. You can't sleep. You are checking your phone every 2 minutes. You know that, Oga, 0.02, that's your threshold. Because you are going to open many, sometimes you will open many trades. You can have 10 trades, 15 trades as the market keeps going down, coming up, keeps going down. Do you see how many trades are on my phone? Yeah. So you will have a lot of trades. You may have 20 trades open for a while. But you know that you are coming out of them in profit. I didn't show you my history tab. All right. What's important is the history tab. If you see the history tab is blue, because the trades that I'm closing are only profitable trades. Any trade you see in red is either the bank charges I dash them, like I showed you, or I just want to offset some load. I've made $1,000. This $100, I don't want to wait for the market to come back to that place. Let me just dash them the $100. Let me just offload, but I can leave it. It's drawdown. It's going to be there until the market comes back. Does that make sense, guys? Did you guys? I hope there's a mindset shift for somebody here. I sincerely hope. Now, let me show you. Okay, so this is a testimonial from someone who joined our class and decided to go back to there are many things I've showed you guys on this webinar. One, just step up to the higher time frame. Most of you will already start making money just by leaving 15 minutes and going to 4 hours. He says he went to a higher time and he's been making massive profit. And I asked him, what are you trading? He said UJ, EU. He's not even trading gold. But if this guy was trading gold, he'll probably make more money. This one says, I've been back testing your strategy in conjunction with mine, and it's been very helpful, blah, blah, blah. I believe it will deal with my uncertainties at least 80%. So let's talk about the wealth plan. What is my wealth plan? And what can you do? This year, I was able to take the first 5 months of the year off. As in January to May, I did not do any work. If you don't understand what financial freedom is, you are part of somebody else's financial freedom. If you don't understand what freedom is, you are actually somebody else's stepping stone to freedom. So Einstein says compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. Let me show you what compound interest is. The last thing I'll show you guys, and they'll call it a day. Even though there's so much I could have shown you, but you will learn all that inside of the Discord. Okay. So let me show you guys compound interest. All right. So let's assume you're starting with $1,000. Like if you have $1,000, fund your account with minimum of $1,000. One, it will make you take it serious, and two, when you start making money, it will be worth it. Stop dilly-dallying. What other option do you have? Stop dilly-dallying. All right. Let me show you my account. You can see that I'm logging in here. This is the account I was showing you guys. And let me just go to, so can you see this? Can you see this curve? Can you see this curve here? Let's go to returns. Let's go to returns. Can you see this curve here? Can you see this jump? This is when I'm taking my profit, when I'm closing my sequences. Can you see it? When I'm closing my sequence after a long time, and I just close like 10 trades, boom, in a loss, boom, my profit jumps up. This is a real account. Where is it? Real. Can you see it? Real. Can you see this? 395. Oops. 395%. Monthly return 12.2. Why is it doing this? Can you see this? This is all that matters to me. 12.2%. So let's go back to the calculator. And I'll show you what 12.2% means. But let's do 10%. Normally, if you put your money in the bank, they'll give you 4% per year. This, thecalculatorsite.com, write it down, thecalculatorsite.com. So let's assume you do 1 year. You put $1,000 in the bank, you are going to get $40. And if God bless you, if you're in Nigeria, your inflation is 30%, 33%, and you're making $4. There's really no investment that really makes sense in Nigeria. Even our stock market that gives you 20%, which is like aggressive for aggressive assets, or even 25%, even 30%, almost unheard of. But your inflation is at 33%. So you need to be making at least something like 40-50% per year to even break even, not to talk of making profit. So I don't know what other option you're thinking. How are you going to solve this money problem? What else is there out there? What if you do 10% per month? I'm telling you there. And you do it for a year. Your 1,000 becomes $3,000, 138. You have made 213%. Your 1,000 doubled after 8 months. This is the breakdown here. This is monthly breakdown. In month 8, that's when you cross $2,000. Somebody else is putting money in the bank, putting money in stocks. Year to date, the stock market is still negative. And you are here printing 10% per month. What's going to happen if you do this for the next 5 years? Knowing fully well, number one, you can't blow the account. The money is safe with the broker. And you can do this. It doesn't have to impact your lifestyle. This is the message I came to show you guys today. Your $1,000 in 5 years is going to be $300,000. $1,000. If it's $100 you started with, in 5 years, this is $30,000. So start with 1,000. Start with 500. Start with something substantial. You can't blow the account. We are trading to accountability, and your journal, your trading journal, you will follow it because your life depends on this. Are you seeing it? So the account I showed you is my family account. That's my wealth. I'm managing my money. It's not in any stock market. It's nowhere. After 5 years, what you can do, in fact, you can do it in year 3. Look at the breakdown here. When you have $30,000, you can decide, okay, let me remove $5,000 and settle some bills. If you are like me, I'm not touching this money. Focus on your business. Do this thing 10 minutes a day and keep growing your account. In month 5, you can take out $50,000 and go and change your life. Just move to a better neighborhood, buy a house, just but you still have $250,000. Is somebody's head popping? Is somebody's head popping? Someone said this is good news. If you now want to break the neck of poverty, you will take my advice. This is what I do personally. I fund my account every month. You will not hear anybody telling you this. This my account is my freedom account. It's not my. I'm not spending from it. At some point, I will take profit, but I'm not looking at this money. If you want another forex account to be doing all your normal day trading, no wahala. But this account where I'm doing this strategy, I fund it every month, minimum of $50. So you can do your first savings. Take 10% of your income. If you want to accelerate your wealth, take 20% of your income and fund your forex account every month. If you fund your account every month, instead of 300,000 after 5 years, you are doing 456,000. So me, I'm funding my account like probably $100 a month. Minimum. When I make excess profit somewhere for my business, for my savings, my income, money comes from one crypto thing I was doing. I do crypto as well. So look, I put it there. This is my target, $600,000 in 5 years. Where am I? I'm at, where's my balance? I'm around, let me go to, yeah. So I'm here. So this is 325,000. Now this is a cent account. So this is not $325,000. All right. It's a cent account. So this is 325,000 cents. Remove 2 decimals. So this is $3,251 inside of this account. Okay. Now look at my breakdown. At what point am I supposed to get 3,000 to 3,000? 3,000 here. Okay, sorry. Remove this, my deposits. I'm supposed to get there in month 13, right? This is 3,250. So let's say, yeah, month 13 or month 12. What month am I on? I showed you I'm on 300 and something days. That's how many months? I'm on 407 days. 407 days. 407 days to months. That's what? 13 months. Can you see that? I'm following what I'm teaching you guys. This is a real account. That's exactly what I want you to do. Now you can use this for anything you want, but just save this thecalculatorsite.com and go daydream. Daydream. If I do this for the next 5 years and I'm saving 500, I'm saving $20 per month. I'm adding $20 to my account. Okay, what if I'm able to do 15% per month? Or what if I just do 5%? Where will I get to? And just play with it and dream. I hope this helped somebody. All right. So let's get back here. End screen. Okay. I'm sure for some of you, it felt, this is how you feel. This is how you feel. Who feels like this? Like, I've bombarded you guys with knowledge. That's exactly what I promised. The question I have for you, how will you feel if you have $300,000 in your account? When you're financially free and money is no more a problem. What will you buy? Who will you help? Okay? What will you change about your life? So I want to talk about my offer to you guys. And I have an offer, a one-time offer for this webinar. The man that says you jackpot, you can't, there's no need to jackpot. Money is not a problem. You don't understand. Jackpot to what are you? You want to go and hustle there? Money is not a problem. You can go there for vacation, come back. There are people in Nigeria that are not. They are not. They are not feeling what Nigeria is feeling. So anyway, this is it. Expect that you will make some mistakes at the beginning. It can be time. This your drawdown may be time before you start making serious money. Expect, that's why I said you will start with the lowest lot size, but you will have some expenses. The expense can be in time. All right, it could be in a little bit of mistake drawdown that you will make here. It could be cost of mentorship, cost that I'm going to show you guys now. But this is what you need to look at. Is it worth it if you're going to make $300,000, $400,000 in the next 5 years? And this is how the curve is. You can either learn by your experience, because many of you have been trading for years and it has not worked. You can try and learn by your experience, or you can get it right once. So I want to introduce you guys to my inner circle. I have a course called the Smart Money Masterclass. Now, this is not just a course. It's a mentorship program. And I just started teaching this in Nigeria, okay? It's going to teach you everything I've talked about, but in depth. It's a self-paced course. You will have the videos for a lifetime, and there are many things I did not touch on this webinar. So you're going to learn in this class how to read a chart, how to hedge trade properly, how to trade safely without a stop loss, how to trade without a take profit, because I showed you there's nothing like stop loss in our dictionary. If you trade with stop loss, I can kick you out of the Discord. There is no take profit. We take the profit when the trend has finished. If it's 500 pips, we are going for it. All right. This is worth 497,000 alone. I would pay 500K if you showed me how to do this, and I can make $500,000 in the next 5 years. I would gladly pay 500K. I will look for the money, but I want to give you some bonuses. I'm going to give you access to my inner circle, lifetime access to my inner circle. My inner circle is on the Discord, but it's a secret room. All right, where we talk about deep stuff on trading, and we trade together. I log my trades, so you can ask me questions. So that's the inner circle. I share some things I won't share in the open there. All right, so you have access to accountability, because Forex is lonely. It's lonely. You need people around you. We do weekly calls, motivation, technical support with your account if something happens. All right, or so that something will not happen. But I'm going to throw in some advanced thing. I didn't touch about this today. How to use retail sentiment. Retail sentiment means the head mentality. This is where the Gbogbo are going. You know that the banks are not going that way. The banks will take their money and go the other way. So if we can know where everybody is going, then we can figure out that this is actually where the banks will likely go. They will use that to confirm our bias and have sharper entries. It's called retail sentiment. I'll show you how to use that. Okay. I'll also show you how to use COT data. COT data is commitment of traders data. These are fundamental assets. Institutions are legally obligated to publish every trade, their positions in investment, in gold, in crypto, in currencies. And when they are making a buy, when they are making a sell, they must publish it every week. It's published online. So how can you be selling gold where we are fundamentally bullish in gold for the last couple of months, like heavy bullish? Nobody should be selling gold. If you see what institutions are doing, when you look at this data, every Friday, this data comes out. We check it, we interpret it, and we know exactly where the market is going. It's like prophecy. And I'll teach you Bill Williams fractal. Somebody was asking me about that, how to set it up. It's how to refine your entries. How do you scale into orders? So we are buying. Can I add to my buys as the thing is going up? Yes. You can add more buys when some conditions are met. Then we talk about institutional order flow theories, some smart money concepts. We put all these things together and you can actually refine your entries and have your laser entries and exits. So all these things together is worth 991,000. And I'm not asking you to pay that. I'm giving you a special workshop discount of 90%. So it's 100,000 only. And this is not per month. It's a lifetime access to the course and lifetime access to the Discord. It will not be like that. Trust me, I'm going to shut it down. When I have about 100 people in that inner circle, I will shut it down. But I'm not asking you to even pay 100,000 if you are on this call and you are serious. I'm just looking for 10 people to take the offer I'm going to show you next. If you are serious, you are tired of being tired. All right. And you just want, this is not about hammering. I want the first 10 people who are ready. You can pay 50K only between now and Sunday. All right. So either the first 10 people or between now and Sunday. The offer ends by Sunday, whether 10 people or not. Okay. But the first 10 people will pay 50K and then the price goes back. So you can go to seller.co and go and make your payment. I will give you access to the course and add you to the inner circle on Discord. Or you can make a transfer to Providus Bank. All right. So you guys have the I'm going to put that in the chat. Okay. I'm just looking for the first 10 people. All right. First 10 people between now and Sunday, and then I shut that down. All right. So question. Have you stopped blowing accounts? Somebody said he still blew account today. I'm like, why? If you blow account today, you should be flogged. After today, you should be flogged. I can forgive you for today. But after today, if you blow account again, you'll be flogged. Have you ever made 300 pips profit? And are you set to be financially free in the next 3 to 5 years? You know, Nigerians, we are not honest with ourselves. It is well. The decisions you've been making the last 5 years, that's exactly what brought you where you are now. And if you continue what you are doing now, nothing will change in the next 5 years. But my Discord will be there. You will see my updates as I've been showing people since I started teaching this thing last year. And I said, I'm making it a public challenge. I'm not going to touch this account. I'm going to grow it to $600,000 in the next 3 to 5 years. Actually, it will be less than 5 years because I'm not touching it. All right. So I'm looking for the fast action takers. So I'm going to take some questions for the next 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Any specific question about what I taught today or about the course, about the program, that you want me to answer, and then we'll shut it down. So let me just take maybe 2 questions. So Emmanuel says, those of us without 50K immediately, what should we do? Go and get it. Get it. If your life depends on it, you will make a way. That's all I can say. I think 50K is like a ridiculous offer, but I understand. And the thing is, I cannot mentor for free. It's not possible because I want serious people. And you can see that. So for the beginners, this mentorship comes with a beginner course. It's called Trading Fundamentals. It's my Forex introduction to trading, not just Forex, trading in general. So it covers all the fundamentals that you need to know: candlesticks, time, sessions, platforms, currencies, the fundamental, technicals. It covers everything. It's the foundation you need before you come here. So if you are a beginner and this is where you are headed, no problem. Once you buy the course, you have it forever. All right. But you will have the trading fundamentals course as well, pro bono. The trading fundamentals course, I sell it for 50K on its own. Are you seeing it? So, but I'll bundle that together so everybody gets that trading fundamentals course, just to sharpen up some things that may be missing in your knowledge. So that's for the new guys. And then you learn as you go in the Discord. When you have a question, you post on the Discord, we'll answer it, or we'll point you to the video where it's been answered, or to a resource online, YouTube, Google, whatever. Okay. So Matthew says, I'm interested. Matthew, go. I thought I'll be seeing. Let me see if anybody else. I'm looking for the fast action takers, please. Somebody says he's going to leave Nigeria for Tinubu and come back. Was it Matthew that said? Is Emmanuel that Emmanuel? How are you going to leave Nigeria? So you need to. Okay, Matthew says you did exceedingly well. Thank you very much. All right. So if there are no further questions, I think we can wrap up the call. Who else is interested? Where are my guys? Who is joining us tonight? By the way, guys, we're having a physical event in Lagos on the 26th of October. 26th of October. All right. It's going to be in Ikeja, Ibis Hotel. I did not put up that slide here. So let me just type it here. So whether you will meet all the people trading this strategy, the inner circle members. So I'm going to put the registration link. It's free. The event is free, but I will have private sessions with our members at that event. So you don't want to come there and join and become a member there of the inner circle. You want to have become a member, finish the basics, so that when we are talking advanced stuff, you're not looking like groundnut. Okay, you should already be trading, and then you have something to talk about, to take advantage of a one-on-one meeting, all right, or training, a session with me on 26th October. So this is going to be in Ikeja, Lagos, Ibis Hotel. So I'm going to post all this in the Discord. So make sure you are in the Discord, okay? And follow me on Telegram as well. Emmanuel says, can you pay instrumentally? I mean, well, probably I can. No, I'm not going to take instrumental payment. I need the first 10 people. I need the people that want to snatch it. So maybe some guys on the replay, people watching the replay, because some people were kicked out. The 50K is for those who want to snatch it now. All right. So use that as motivation to get 50K. If you want to pay, if you don't have the cash, then maybe you probably have to pay the 100K and plan towards that. Right. So I've put the stuff again. Let's see. All right. So Linus says done. Linus, did you just make it? Did you just join us? Did you just buy the course? So you can pay, you can buy on seller if you want to use your card, or you can just do it transfer. So which one is done now? Nope. All right, guys, we have to wrap up. If you want to ask any further questions, you have WhatsApp contact. Join the Discord. Ask any questions there. We'll follow. We'll get them answered. I hope you got value today. Thank you so much. I had an amazing time, and I'm sure you guys also had an amazing time. All right. I see Adeni says payment done. Matthew says, Linus says made the payment. Awesome. Wow, that's 2 people. Crazy. That's great. Welcome. We're going to celebrate you in the Discord. I have some freebies. Maybe I'll give some freebies to my. I have some merchandise from FBS. I'm going to be giving this out, so I'll see who I'm going to give that to. I have some caps, some t-shirts, some merchandise. Okay. The WhatsApp number is there. I posted it. I posted the WhatsApp number. That's it. So take that number down. Most of you should have received a WhatsApp message this evening. So that's the WhatsApp number. So take it down. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to have this again next week, Thursday. So even if you are already in, I think I'm going to get some of the members to also join the calls. So you can also ask questions live on the calls, and it's a free opportunity for you to learn. All right. Have a great night. God bless. And I'll see you at the bank.